those of you just tuning in, this is the Stampede, Ford's celebration of the all-new 7th generation Ford Mustang. Make some noise! My name's Jared Yanda, and I am in the heart of downtown Detroit, right here with thousands of Mustang owners, fans, media, and Ford employees. Over the last week, fans across America have woken up. Whoa, what was that? That's the rumble of a stampeding steel herd. You can feel it. A convoy of Mustangs from every generation left Tacoma, Washington, and have finished right here in the Motor City. Yeah, go ahead. Let's go. As you can see, the celebrations have already started. There's plenty more action to come, and I'll be honest, maybe a few surprises along the way. Sure, you're going to see the all-new Mustang tonight, but you have no idea how far we're going to take it. Mustang is the longest continuous running sports car nameplate in North America. Sold on 6 continents. There's simply nothing like it. And we the fans know, Mustang isn't just a means of getting from A to B. It's about enjoying everything in between. The journey, the freedom. Whether like me and hit the PCH in California or cruise around town with some homeboys, Mustang exists because of how it makes you feel when you get behind the wheel. It's an exhilarating experience that puts a smile on your face, right? So, but it's easier to forget that now more than ever, to move through life plugged in, but also tuned out. That's why Mustang is here with the wake-up call. And the wake-up call says, forget sensible, full send required. Lick the stamp and send it. No apology needed. And just think about all the different Mustangs on the road right now. I mean, shoot, hell, there are over 1,000 of them in downtown Detroit. Downtown, easy for me to say, I'm excited. I apologize. Downtown Detroit today. Make some noise, come on. I mean, all y'all. Whatever style, color, shoot, flavor, or performance level gets your motor running, you can bet there's a pony out there for you, as you'll see tonight. For a car that means so many things to so many different people, let's hear from Mustang fans around the world.
Hi.
Hello. Assalamualaikum.
Bonjour.
Hola amigos.
It's a 67 Mustang.
A Grande 72.
68 Fastback GT.
是2019款保时红 2.3T 性能版。
Mach 173.
A 1967 Ford Mustang.
Fastback 69. Un Mach 173.
A 2019 Ford Mustang GT.
I just can't think of any more important product in my life than Mustang. It is the central theme that's run through all parts of my life.
Everybody has their own Mustang story.
My Mustang is something that gives me pride and joy and excitement.
There's a Mustang for everybody out there. Every generation can get a Mustang.
I was 7 years old and I remember the V8 sound.
So what did you love about your Mustang? Am I allowed to say everything?
E tem essa questão do carro forte, do carro com design bonito.
Mustang has always been, it's always been the what. Someone always has a Mustang story.
Flying. بحس إن أنا طاير. أول ما بركب السيارة بحس إن أنا طاير.
Sounds cool, looks cool, turns a few heads on the street.
I think Mustang's a cultural icon. Can't have any more fun driving than you can in a Mustang.
Mustang 精神就是自由、独立、奋进、迎难而上。
Turning the music loud, putting the windows down and just driving. 很有个性，很自我，也很叛逆。
Taking it all over the country and made friends everywhere we go because of it.
That Mustang spirit, that Mustang feeling is what has helped make Mustang an icon.
It's powerful, it's quick, and it's done it year after year after year and generation after generation.
The new Mustangs just get better and better.
So many people cannot wait to see the automation, all the inventions that Ford come up with in this new Mustang.
I can't wait.
You don't have to change it much there, and there's such a good car as they are.
That's our job, is to keep that spirit alive.
We will do our job to equip those who want a pony muscle car with the best damn car they've ever seen. That's what we do at Ford.
Build the best damn car. Jim's right there. You've heard it from the fans and how special Mustang is in their hearts and of course their lives. Now, let's meet some of them. us out here. So, these are, again, some big Mustang fans. I'm joined by Mustang super fan, Stang Mode. Did you raise the roof right there? Right. Okay, Stang Mode is in the building. Mustang team member and racer, Autumn Schwabe. There we go. Thank you so much. And an employee right there in the middle from the Flat Rock Assembly Plant. She's an employee.
Focus. Come on.
Maria Cunningham. So, Autumn, let's start with you because basically, you know, we had some words there previously, pre-show, but now we're in the core of it. We're in the thick of it. So, you have Mustang in your blood, right? I mean, you were born with this.
I sure do. I definitely bleed Ford blue blood. My mom grew up a Ford girl, so of course I had to follow her footsteps. Both my parents have such strong passion for Ford, and I just had to follow that along because they drag race multiple Ford vehicles, so many Mustangs, so of course I wanted to drag race as well. So I go to the track around the country really with my dad, and my first car was a ruby red 1993 Mustang that we saw in the pre-show. But back at home, I have an '89 that's a full-built race car. So you can see here.
I can see the smile through your helmet. Yeah, the window's open, but even with your helmet.
Yes, I have so much passion for drag racing, so much passion for motorsports, and you can see here that I can't just have one car. I have to have multiple Mustangs. So I'm just so honored to be here and to represent, you know, the marketing team behind Mustang and to be a racer myself.
Yeah, you even have a degree, right? Northwood University.
Yes, I went to Northwood University where I got a degree in aftermarket marketing management that I really made my passion my career, and I'm so thankful that my love for Mustang brought me here today.
Awesome. Make some noise. Come on now. Thank you so much, Autumn. I appreciate it. All right, now Maria, you are front and center. You work in the Flat Rock Assembly Plant, and your blood runs blue because you are a fifth-generation Ford employee. Make some noise.
That's right. I'm a fifth-generation Ford employee. My great-great-grandfather started the legacy for our family. I'm actually wearing the watch that he got when he retired after 35 years working for Ford and driving Ford cars. My grandfather still works at the Dearborn plant, and the rule at his house is if you don't drive a Ford, you park in the street. Just my whole life I knew growing up in California that I was going to move to Michigan and work at Ford. I even told people, and they'd always look at me and say, "What are you talking about? Like, that's not how Ford works." But I knew, and my grandmother always told me, you can work at the plant off the highway. And when I got hired in at Ford, I hired in at the Mustang plant, and that is, in fact, the plant off the highway.
That's awesome. So what do you do now at Flat Rock?
Right now, I deck the engine into the Mustang, and
the axle?
The rear axle. Thank you.
It's all good.
I've been throughout the entire plant, though. I've worked in multiple departments and units, doing things like seat belts and pedals. I mean, literally all over.
Yeah, and what I think is interesting, so you've seen the new Mustang, right? Like, you've seen it a million times. They're ready to go. I mean, you've seen it, right?
Well, actually, like you said earlier about it driving down the street in the camo, it's been coming through our line in camo because they want to keep that top secret.
It's been one of the most secretive Mustangs of all Mustang histories, right? So even being at the plant, it's hush-hush. Well, it's pretty awesome. So, yeah, thank you so much, Maria. I appreciate your story. Round of applause again. Flat Rock Assembly Plant. All right, last but not least, Stang Mode, raising the roof. All right, the story, the name. What's going on here, Stang Mode? Where's that? What's the inspiration?
Well, hey, Jared, and hey, all the Mustang family around the world. I'm super excited to be here. But yeah, the name is Stang Mode, and it's crazy how it's stuck. Even now, my mom calls me Stang Mode, so it's a little weird.
Get down here right now.
How these things work. But no, before we got to that name, my story started like many Mustang owners. In high school, it was my first car, and I just wanted to get a cool car. And at the time, it was a Mustang, and I got into it, and then I didn't know I would feel like a superhero once I got into it because I was able to be free. Being independent, personalizing it with my sound system, my wheels, being my friend's Camaro, the whole nine. But I was who I am and who I like to be.
So, so how did the Stang Mode come to be? Again, like you said, it sounds like a superhero name.
Well, the name is way cooler than me, but basically what happened was when the S550 came out, it was love at first sight. I was like, I gotta have it, but unfortunately my bank account said not so fast. But luckily, Ford had the EcoBoost, which I could afford, and YouTube and social media was changing, so I started a channel called EcoBeast on YouTube, and I started that with that. And then the 2018 3rd Gen 5.0 came out, and I was like, oh, digital dash, the whole nine, right behind me. We call it the Black Mamba. I love that car. My friend Nick was like, you're no longer EcoBeast, you gotta change it. But I was like, what should I call myself now? Because like everything is taken now, right? But Ford is great because the Mustang has different modes in it. It's got a track mode, it has a drag mode, even has a snow wet mode, but it didn't have a Stang mode. So that's what it was like, so that's where the name came in for Stang mode.
I love it. It's really cool, and it speaks to the progression of a lot of Mustang owners out here. The Gen 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 1 to 7 and there's gonna be 7, that's right. Because guess what? So, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Because guess what? It's time. Might be on that Ford watch from your great-grandfather, right? But guess what? It's time. It is time. Let's say hello to the future. And Maria, this is a proud moment for you, because guess what? The entire team from Flat Rock, they're out here, you know, the assembly plant, all the employees. You're gonna build this absolute new iteration of the Gen 7 Ford Mustang and make some history. So without further ado, would you like to do the honors of introducing the Ford Mustang?
I would love to. On behalf of Ford and all the Mustang fans watching around the world, please welcome the all-new Ford Mustang.
I can't leave you out. I'm excited. We're gonna have like a mosh pit right now. What an incredible lineup of vehicles. And here with me are some of the team behind it. What do you think, folks? This is the 7th generation of the Motor City's hometown sports car. And y'all made it happen. Y'all made it happen. So many y'all made it happen. So let's start with you, Alicia, if you could, down there at the end. Tell us about the evolution that took place behind the scenes to deliver this new Mustang lineup, please.
Yeah, of course. So the development of any of our products always starts with the customer. And as you saw in that amazing film earlier, of course Mustang is an American icon, but it's also a global icon. I've been super lucky in being able to live and work in different countries. So I've had a front row seat to how enthusiasts across the globe just love that Mustang spirit of style, fun, and freedom.
Yeah. I mean, like the people here, right? Like the people here. Do you like style, fun, freedom? No?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Yeah, you can feel that passion in the crowd. And that's really the thing about Mustang. It is not a demographic, it's a mindset. But there are key things that ties our Mustang enthusiasts together. So one is their love and passion for Mustang, of course, but also their desire to express their personality and individuality with their Mustang. And everything that our customers love is here today in this lineup. We have got a GT convertible, a GT coupe, we've got the EcoBoost coupe, and of course there's also an EcoBoost convertible. But this is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of how our customers can make their Mustang their own.
All right, you keep teasing us again. We're going to get into it. We're going to go deep dive. We have our team here. So how has your team been able to modernize such an icon? You know, I mean, it's a challenge and it's a responsibility. You have all these fans saying, what's next?
Yeah, well, the pressure was on for sure. But we have kept the spirit of Mustang. We have got that V8 soundtrack. We've got the manual transmission. We've got that open air, top down fun. But we've also injected it with new features and technology to take that Mustang experience up a notch.
Okay, so I got to ask, you're part of the team, you're working on this, you know, you got your hands all over, you got your fingerprints on it. What's your favorite?
Well, there's a lot to choose from that I really love. We've got a Fox Body Mustang themed cluster. It will take you right back to the 80s. It's really cool. And it's even got a night mode with that iconic Ford green night color. It's awesome.
You're saying Fox Body, you said iceberg earlier. I'm thinking of Vanilla Ice and the 5.0, some of hands up, like, all this Vanilla Ice talk. I don't know, again, Fox Body, Ice, it's insane. What else have you got?
Yeah, we've also got some really cool new performance features. We've got one that I know you are going to love. It's an electronic drift brake. Very cool. And we've also got a new feature called Remote Rev. It is 100% Mustang fun. No apologies. It's for our customers that just love the sound of their Mustangs. You can rev your throttle directly from the palm of your hands from your keyboard.
That's so cool. Yeah. I mean, cars and coffee, that's a big flex, but I'm here for it. That's awesome, right? Hey, you want to hear my car? Right? I mean, that's so cool.
That's it.
All right, I can't wait to learn more. You know I'm a drift guy. I'm the voice of drift, Formula Drift. Vaughn's a homie of mine. It's so awesome. But now I have to ask this because you've been around Mustangs for years. This interior is amazing. But Ruth, let's step inside the cockpit because obviously you can see inside the convertible a little easier here. But tell me everything, Ruth.
A little easier. But first, on the previous Mustang, people like the Sony lighting, and we just took it a step further with the new Mustang. So as you approach, you'll see animated lighting that just reach. And then when you climb in, you see the new cockpit. It looks like a jet fighter. That was the inspiration behind the design. So we just added a lot of digital tech to this new cockpit.
I mean, look at it. There's the cockpit right there. You can see it here on the big screen. And you're talking about jet pilot. We've probably all seen Top Gun. If you haven't, you live under a rock. Either the old one or the new one. So, you know, I can't wait to take this for a quote-unquote test flight. It's a game changer. So give us the details more about the cockpit.
As you can see, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous, right? It's a single piece of glass that houses two large displays for the digital cluster and
holy cow.
for a center stack. Look at the craftsmanship, the fine materials, large piece of glass. It's gorgeous.
Absolutely. Yeah, it looks good. It's elevated, right? Because it's the canvas, so it's completely customizable, and you kind of kick that off. But yeah, please continue.
So, like you said, with it being customizable, even if we go back to some of the performance, right? You can just dial in the performance by customizable selector drive mode. You have a couple things. You can customize your driving conditions, and other customers are going to be live color. Cluster themes. So you can select it on the center stack, see the theme, hit the select button, and it's instantly on your digital cluster. Your gauges and then other screens within your cluster. Just customize these reviews on the same in.
Awesome. What about the soundtrack of life?
No, and as you're driving, you're going to have Vanilla Ice on.
That's right.
You want to turn up the volume. You've got that 12-speaker B&O sound. So like you said, we just can't wait for our customers to get behind the wheel, play with all the new features that we have.
Awesome. So really great. Round of applause for Ruth and Alicia. The interior is truly revolutionary. Thank you so much. All right, Chris, we talked about interior, we talked about design, we talked about all these different elements here, but you've been with the program for 2 generations. So talk to us about the design. I'm looking at the striking good looks, the color, what's going on here, but I mean, it has kind of some heritage look here as well, some inspiration. What do you got?
And that's where we go. You know, the 7th gen Mustang, the modern interpretation of Mustang's iconic design. I mean, just check it out. The proportions, the stance, the silhouette.
Yeah. Let's go tip to tail here, from the front end to the back end. What do we got? And again, seeing some lines, seeing some bigger pieces, but again, evolution.
Right. So from the front end of the 7th gen, we wanted to give it an aggressive look. It's kind of got that long horizontal brow coming down the road behind you to me. Right. The upper grille shape, it's kind of a nod to the 60s design. It's kind of a U shape, but you're going to notice the EcoBoost and the GT completely distinct. 2 distinct front ends, first time.
Really deciphers eco, you know, obviously eco versus standard energy.
Right here.
Looks good. I like it. This shape right here, from the nose, chamfers, what do we got?
Yeah, so you know, the chamfer nose is kind of a classic thing that's been happening in the past few generations. Also, right below that chamfer corner, tri-bar headlamps.
Love it. Looks good. I mean, what do you guys think? Good looking headlights, right? They look good. It's just that evolution, right? I feel like you just exhale. Like, do they like it? I think they like it. Okay, we're good. We're moving on. All right, let's move over here. Let's go over here. Let's talk about this silhouette. What's going on here?
All right. So side. Okay, we dropped the belt line. Maybe relaxed it, less wedge, more muscle.
Just like me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, you know, you talk about muscle, check out the body style, right? Only sheet metal, sheer, strong, chisels, there's no undercuts.
Also, there's a really cool story about the roof line, because you took into consideration all your racers out there, because there's nobody that races out there, right? The roof line here, it accommodates big heads like mine, or better yet, for the racers.
Well, for those racers out there, you don't have to take your helmet off to get in and out.
Yeah, so it's got that nice accepting, so you don't have to take your helmet off or on when you get out and inside of the right side of the vehicle. Awesome. Let's go out back.
Hey, this is like favorite part, right? Yeah, here's the favorite part. Really wide rear shoulders. Again, the chiseled looks, you know, that's kind of pointing where the power meets the road.
Exactly, rubber meets the road, and put the power down, you got to connect.
Yep. Long extended rear deck. Kind of gives you this really sharp angle inside view, and it gives it a really killer look from the rear view, really wide. And also these crisp tail lamps, really razor edge plays up to, again, that chisel feel.
And you can see just the signature look, but it's just that overall progression that you guys are paying homage, but paying it forward. We talked about the personalization of the car, the diffuser, all these different things, but this is where it kind of starts, and we know that people either watching or in the building are all about exterior customization. What do we got there?
There's so many options for the Mustang out there. We got new colors. We got neighbor blue here. Yellow Splash is a new one for us. Options for all kinds of exterior stripe packages. We have 4 different interior environments. You can customize anything from wheels to seatbelts.
I like it. And let's talk about performance. I mean, if they say speed kills, brakes give life, because there are performance brake options as well with Brembo.
Oh, we've got 3 exciting Brembo brake caliper options. Check out the special color for this year.
It looks good. I understand you can also put the pony on there if you wanted to as well, so let everybody know it's a Ford Mustang. What else do we got?
Well, we have some 2 new bespoke factory options. We've got the bronze appearance package, which you're going to see here, the EcoBoost. We also have the black series package.
So many options. What do you guys think? Make some noise for Chris. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I mean, this really is a beautiful family of cars, but now let's talk about how it rolls, how it moves, how it sounds. So to take us through that, please welcome Chief Engineer Ed Krantz. Get out here. Don't leave me hanging. Yes, sir.
All right.
Can you feel that? Can you feel that?
I need to take a moment here.
Okay, take it in. Yes. All right, Ed. That's, yeah. Go ahead. Make some noise again. Let's go. All right, Ed. Because the heart of the beast, you're going to talk about the power, the story, what's going on. You're going to get these guys absolutely hyped. But talk through performance. Break it down.
Yeah, performance is everything. It is our legacy. It is our future. It's much more than 0 to 60 times. It's the rumble of the V8. It's 3-pedal driving. It's carving the canyons. It's open air cruising, and it's certainly the track day. It's visceral. It's emotive.
Big buzzwords, but actions speak louder than words. So come on, man, hit him with it. Tell me what you and the team have done.
Let's get into the hardware. Starts with the V8, 5-liter, Gen 4, and 480 plus horsepower, the most powerful Mustang GT ever. Next, the manual lives.
Yes.
Save the manual. We can't forget about our very popular 2.3-liter EcoBoost, all new for this generation. It delivers on the balance of performance and efficiency, no compromise. Next, I got to talk steering and handling. It's next level. It starts with our all-new flat-bottom steering wheel. It's set to grip it and rip it. And then lastly, I want to highlight the electronic park brake, the electronic drift brake, I should say. Co-developed with Vaughn and his team. It is ready to rip. So you can try your hand at drifting like a pro. I know we did. Tire budget blow.
Everybody wants to be Vaughn getting Jr. nowadays.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. He's my hero. Performance is our legacy, as I said. And this is evidence. It's our future.
Man, this is awesome. What do you guys think? So, horsepower, good looks, EcoBoost, all these things. That's it, dude. Congratulations. See you guys. Good night, everybody. That's the 2024 7th generation Ford Mustang. See you guys, all right? We're done?
No, don't get up. Don't get up. We're not done.
See you.
No. We got more room in the stable.
Oh, what's this? What is this?
All right. Let's talk performance series. We got a history. Shelby, Mach 1, Boss, Bullet. It's integral to the Mustang story. Each has a deep meaning to our customers and to our team, as you saw in the video. Others may be bringing down the curtain. We say it's time to raise the curtain on a new performance pony. Let's take a look. What are we looking at, man? Jared, this is Dark Horse. First of its name. First new performance series in more than 2 decades. A new chapter in the storied racing history of Ford Motor Company and Mustang. Its name is indicative of its design and its aspirations. Its demeanor, absolutely sinister. Dark Horse is for the enthusiast who wants purebred force of nature.
All right, so you talk about nature, but this is, I mean, this is absolutely supernatural is more like it, but I want all the details. Come on.
Yeah, we turned up the volume on everything that mattered. Striking visual cues, countless hours of iteration between our engineers in the studio to get everything right for high-speed handling, reduced drag, cooling, all essential. Driver-focused interior is capped off with serialized badge, drive modes, track apps right at your fingertips. Talking about the exterior, you're going to see the pony in your rear view mirror. But unique fender and deck lid badges are going to be a subtle indication of what just blew past you.
Let her know. Dark Horse, peace. All right, under the skin, what do we have? So what's under the hood? What's the heart?
I like to talk about engines.
Let's do that. Let's go.
We got engines. It starts with the most powerful Coyote ever, targeting 500 horsepower. 500 horsepower!
Yeah!
And it's mated with a tried and true manual transmission from Tremec that's evolved from our GT350 and Mach 1, and we have some fans. Chassis, tied down with Magnaride with next generation controls and absolutely designed to stick to the road. Our team lived at the racetrack, spent hours kind of turning every knob turned to 11. With the available handling pack, this is the absolute most capable 5-liter yet.
Yeah, little applause there. There you go. So the question to you, Ed, is: did you find yourselves in the team saying like, "Hey, what if we took it further? We've already done all this. Let's do more."
Come on, man. Well, actually, that's exactly what Ford Performance does. Actually, we did more than just ask. What do you think, folks? Would you like to see more?
Yeah!
All right, let's take a look.
Because my hair from my arms is poking through my jacket. What an arsenal, are you kidding me? So, here to tell us more is Mark Rushbrook, alongside world champion drifter, a great friend of mine, a great friend of yours, and NBD, no big deal, Daytona 500 champion, Austin Cindric. Let's get Bogan Jr., Austin Cindric, and Mark Rushbrook, get on out here. Let's talk about it. What's that?
Look at the car.
No, relax. No, let's just focus, Austin. Gosh, all right. First things first here. All right, let's start with you, Mark. It was Mustang's racing success that coined the phrase, win on Sunday, sell on Monday, right?
Yes, that is right. Mustang has been an iconic road car. It's also been iconic on the racetrack. It is, for our brand, for Ford Motor Company, Mustang is the most raced, the most successful nameplate we have ever had. It has raced from the top-level professional series down to grassroots and customer racing. That's where it belongs. On tracks around the world, legendary tracks like Daytona, Pomona, Indianapolis, Bathurst. We race everywhere.
Wow, okay, and mic drop. Impressive tracks, impressive pedigree. Can you tell us about the difference in the vehicles we just saw in the video? Better yet, tell all them.
Yeah, we just, there were 6 cars in that video, and one for everybody. So we are going to race around the world with Mustang GT3, Mustang GT4, and global sports car racing. We're going to have a new 7th generation Mustang that will join NASCAR in the Cup Series in 2024. We have NHRA Factory X, new class for 2023. 7th generation Mustang is going to be there.
And it's not just race cars, but it's also customer vehicle racing too, which you really kind of enforce too, which I think is awesome.
Absolutely. Our customers love Mustangs on the street, just everything that you see here. But they also take their cars to the track themselves, their own cars. And Ed went through the credentials of what the Dark Horse is. It's got real track credentials as a road legal car. But we will make a Dark Horse S, which is the Dark Horse turned into a dedicated track day car, so you can go for a full track day, completely enjoy it. We'll have a Dark Horse R, which is made for grassroots racing, SCCA, NASA, WRL, and a Mustang Select Racing Series. So you can buy this car dedicated for the track, take it and race it yourself.
Yeah, it's super impressive, and obviously the design it comes with the adrenaline too as well.
Yeah, full adrenaline, and this thing's performance. But when you go to the track, you take everything out that you don't need on the racetrack. You got the interior, put a cage in, put a racing seat, put a harness, custom tuned suspension for the track. This thing will move.
Absolutely. All right, next up, Vaughn. Vaughn, obviously, drifting, and, I don't want to, you've evolved and you're into dirt. I mean, we've been great friends. You've been with Ford since 2005?
2005, yeah.
Yeah, man. So, all right, you helped develop the electronic drift brake.
Yeah, well, the first thing that anyone does when they get their car to go drifting is put a hydraulic handbrake in it. So Ford has, drifting is the fastest car motorsport in the world. It's so accessible. There's events in any state, just about any city, on any weekend. And so Ford has seen that, and now every single Mustang has a drift brake in it. It has a mode, pull the handbrake, it locks the rear tires. I like to consider the handbrake as the now button, and it's just really, really incredible that Ford is seeing this and putting it on production vehicles, and seeing them so passionate about a sport that's meant so much to me, and we've had so much success together, and obviously in Formula 2.
I don't want to put you in a box because you'll just break out of it at the Ford Mustang or some other Ford vehicle, but you'll break out of it in grand fashion. But tell me what the Dark Horse means to you.
Well, it's funny because last generation, it's like, what else can they do to step the game up? And year after year, the Mustang continues to progress. And this generation, this new generation, introducing the Dark Horse, all these amazing racing vehicles. It's really mind-blowing. I don't know how the team continues to do it. Great job, Ed, and the entire engineering team. It's just, it's unreal to see the continued progression inside the Mustang family.
Yeah, just overall the development, the evolution, and these are canvases, but you guys as racers are kind of looking at it a little, differently. You guys look through sort of race lenses as opposed to just some spectacles. Vaughn, you last season, or 2 seasons ago, at the end of the 2021 season, you said, "Hey man, it's not goodbye and see you later." You hung up your helmet. I have to think that you seeing this lineup might have something cooking in the RTR kitchen.
Well, we definitely have some things cooking in the kitchen. We've definitely got one under the knife at the lab, but that's all we're going to talk about.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't know. I just wouldn't believe you mentioned that, Jared.
Okay, well, I mean, it's cool to see this. I'm excited. And again, congratulations on your accolades. I know you're competing in the Bronco, you're doing some Ultra 4 race, you're doing multiple different things, but of course, Ford Mustang has been a huge part of your life. So yeah, it's right there in the heart. All right, Austin, you like to go fast. I assume that's why you shaved your head. You're built for speed. I'm here to
display, but okay.
Okay, whatever. And also, you have to be looking at the Dark Horse, as you just did, walking over here and said, let's look at this thing. What are you most excited about all the platforms, but of course, Dark Horse?
Yeah, obviously a lot to be excited about tonight. I think this car is so far my favorite. I don't know if I want to get my hands on this or a GT3 car first, but obviously really incredible. My racing career really started driving Ford Mustangs when I was 16 years old. Anything from the FR 500, 302 Boss, GT350Rs, GT4, 4 different generations of NASCAR Ford Mustangs. It's been incredible for me to go through my career, but have so many special memories with each different car and what that really shows. And you see all the different people in the Stampede tonight with all their different cars and what they want to do with it. It all means something different to everybody, but now on the racetrack, you've got something for every Ford Mustang fan, every enthusiast to your hardcore racers, like Mark mentioned. So I can't wait to see how the performance from these cars really trickles into my weekend job.
Yeah, you say it's a weekend job, it's a daily job. I don't know, mind your toes, guys, with all the vehicles he's driven on the Ford Mustangs, just dropping all those amazing chassis. But it's your day job because you absolutely live the Mustang brand. It's part of your life, and it's what you've seen growing up, and you're going to keep on perpetuating. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, no, I drove my own GT350 here tonight in the Stampede, which was awesome. I absolutely love that car. I drive the snot out of it back home. I'm very lucky to have a tire sponsor. But it's not the only Mustang I've had in my garage throughout my life, and I've really fallen in love with these cars. So to see everybody come together tonight and do all this, and I think it's that thrill, it's that driving experience that really brings everyone together, because there's so many different people, different walks of life, and I think Ford really gets that, and I think this car is for people like me and people like you. So appreciate y'all doing what you do. I'm excited to get my hands on these things and see you on the track.
All right, well said. Round of applause. All right, so with Dark Horse and now this racing lineup, Mustang spans everything performance. From the racetracks to the roads, it's a great legacy, and you've all been an instrumental part of it. You, the fans, but of course, you, the racers, behind the scenes, building things, the machines that they get to enjoy, right? So there's always one more thing. Mark, without further ado, tell us about the rest of the lineup.
Yeah, it's, as we said, right, Mustang races forever, right? For 59 years, we've been racing Mustangs on the track. That's going to continue. We will race it on all the continents, with North America, Europe, Asia, Pacific. Mustang will be there. All the different racing series, whether it's here in the U.S., NASCAR in the Cup Series, NHRA with Factory X, Mustang GT3 and GT4 as we talked, with SRO, with IMSA, with WEC, Mustang is going to be there. And Australian market is very important for us, with Mustang as a road car, but also going there in the Australian Supercar Series. Plus all the grassroots stuff that we're doing, like you said, with the Dark Horse F and Dark Horse car. So we will be racing everywhere. The big one for us is GT3 in Daytona, January 2024. Cannot wait to have Mustang GT3 there on the track.
That's right, 24 hours at Daytona. The 24 Mustang will be at the 24 hours at Daytona. Amazing. All these new Mustangs ready to dominate the track and rock the streets. Thank you so much, Mark, Vaughn, Austin, thank you so much. Don't go anywhere, because guess what? Well, we've got one more very special guest tonight. Please welcome the OG, that's what I call him. He's the Ford Executive Chair, Mr. Bill Ford.
This is a great night for Mustang lovers, and hey, Flat Rock, I can't wait for you guys to build me one of these, so thank you. Hey, thanks for coming out to join the Stampede. As you've heard time and time tonight, you know, Mustang really is Ford's icon on the streets and on the track. Mustang has raced at all the great tracks around the world, but there's no race, no track that means more to our history than Le Mans. It's where we took on Ferrari and won in the 1960s. It's where we returned 50 years later and shocked the world again. And tonight I'm announcing we're going to go back to Le Mans again with this Mustang. And I know my cousin Edson Ford will be there. He's here tonight. And I'm trying to talk Jim Farley to be one of the drivers. It's going to be great. And once again, we're going to go like hell. Thank you all for coming tonight.